Hi guys, welcome back to another video from Casual Gamers Online. Ashley here, and today in this video we're gonna talk about the pet system from Maplestory R Evolution. Okay, the pets is actually one of the main key components that will contribute to your character building in this game. So I'm going to go through the types of pets and the kind of buff and skills that they have for your character in the PvE and PvP component, including which is the best pets to have at the current version. So let's take a look at the pets down here. Okay, the pets, there are altogether 3 types. Okay, the SR, SSR, and the best pet, which is the UR. Okay, this UR is the one of the pets that has better stacks and better components for your character. So of course also higher attack and whatnot. You can look at the rating down here. All the higher rating it is, the better the pet it is. So we're gonna go through one of the ways to get the pet. Okay, will be through the summon here. If you go to the bottom here, click it up, you go to summon. Okay, you basically need this moon crescent, half moon crescent, in order to summon your pet. And at current moment, you can see 2 banners here. The top banner will be 100% to get a UR, which is the ultra rare pet bubblefish. Okay, so if you summon on top here for 60 times, 60 summon, you definitely get a ultra rare bubblefish from this banner. If you use the below banner, you're going to get ultra rare of other pets. Okay, other ultra rare. There's altogether I believe should be 6 ultra rares and then 10 for SSR. I'm going to go through them one by one. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself through the video. Okay, I prepare a PowerPoint for all the pets for easy viewing purposes, and I have a ranking below it. So let's go through the pets and their skills one by one and determine why it is one of the best pets. So for the ultra rare pets, right, the first one will be the bubblefish. Okay, the bubblefish itself, okay, look at the skill attached to this pet. Is initial rage increased by 1 when initial entering of battle area, and every 12 seconds increase self 7% auto skill damage for 6 seconds. What does it mean? So for every 12 seconds, right, you increase your auto skill damage for 7% for 6 seconds. Then it has a cooldown of 6 seconds. Then you're going to activate this skill again and get another 7% buff on your auto skill damage. This is kind of insane because most of the pets have like 11% activation, 10% activation, or 50% activation, or even 100%. So this ultra rare bubblefish has a constant of 100% activation. Okay, and what is the initial rage increased by 1? So initial rage increased by 1. If you go and take a look at your character, let's go into battle and I show you guys. Okay, this is your rage skills. Every time when you activate one auto skill, okay, you see the rage skill will increase by 1. A total of 4 rage points that you need to pull off one ulti. Okay, to pull off one ulti. So it's important, okay, because the rage skills will cause the most damage in the game. The more ulti that you will be able to pull off, the more damage you're going to cost to fight against minions or even the bossing. So for this fish pet, right, it actually increased the initial by 1. So that means you only need 3 auto skill in order to pull off 1 ulti for the rage skill. So that is 25% more extra damage than the other people who does not have this pet. That's why important at this moment you should pull the ultra rare banner on the bubblefish. Okay, go for the bubblefish, get the bubblefish because this is constant damage output. The entire best pets that I'm revealing down here is to my own preference and is based on the most damage output creation, because ultimately for ranking in this game like world bosses, individual Zakum boss or whatnot, okay, it all depends on your damage output. So to put in the best list of pets that you're going to have, I'm basing it on the best damage output. Okay, so this is how I came up with the list and my own preference. If you have other comments, please leave in the comments below to tell me what is a better pet. So for the second one will be this flying fish slime. Okay, using an auto skill 1. So there's auto skill 1, skill 2, skill 3, and skill 4. If you take a look at your character, if you go to your skill, You can see the first skill will be your passive skill, second skill will be your normal attack. So when your auto skill is on cooldown, 4 of the auto skill is on cooldown, your normal attack will be dished out. And on the alignment of the character in battles, this first icon here, the shower arrow as an archer, this is your auto skill 1. Storm arrow will be auto skill 2, followed by 3 and followed by 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if we look at this pet, okay, say your auto skill 1, okay, has a 41% chance to summon a C-type, dealing 168% of attack damage, and also add up a knockout effect. That means your character, the opponent will be stunned for maybe a half a second with a cooldown of 6 seconds. Okay, and also reduce hex duration by 75%. So this is the flying fish slime. And then with that said, if we go back to this, okay, auto skill 1 will be this. So my shower arrow has a 41% chance of having an additional C-type attack of 168% from the fish slime pet if it's activated based on 41%. So that's kind of insane, but not good as well, because when I go through the list, you understand why. So, okay, the third UR pet, the Skull Monster. Skull Monster has a auto skill, using auto skill 2, has a 41% chance to deal high true damage of 860% on character defense. So it depends on the character defense, it's going to dump 860% extra damage to the component. So it might be good for PvP or maybe for bossing. I'm unable to test this because I don't have this bone skull yet, and it deals extra 50% damage, right, on current HP of those minions, and has a cooldown. Okay, it does have a cooldown. Let me check the skull. I don't have this skull yet, so yeah, it does have a cooldown, 50% damage on current of HP of those minions. So when this attack pulls off at 41%, it has a chance to wipe out half of the hit point on the small minion and have a cooldown of 6%. So this is quite awesome as well, this skeleton pet itself. So this is quite good. And let's look at the next one. Okay, the UR Junior Neki. So using auto skill 3, has 100% chance to attach a defense increase of surrounding friends based on 15% of their defense, I think so. And for 6 seconds, CD cooldown is 6 seconds. So you get a 6-second defense and the cooldown is 6 seconds on stun, freeze, and petrify resist, increased by 65.5%. So this is good because when you go for boss attack or maybe the elite minion, you will get stun, you'll get freeze and petrify at the end game. That means at level 80 plus, you start to see a lot of mobs that is able to freeze or stun or petrify you. So with this pet itself, you're able to nullify 65.5% of the chances, and then it has a CD. So let me double check the actual one. So 100% chance to increase surrounding friends based on 15% character defense for 6 seconds. So this is quite good though. And then the cooldown 6 seconds. Wow, so that means it's like permanent if you're able to pull off. Yeah, it's a permanent and 100% pull off. This is a very good defense skill though. But again, like I say, the list is based on the best attack, not on defense. But if you want to play on defense, you got extra slots because it's kind of insane. This game does have like 7 pets to bring along at the end game. Okay, I'm going to go through that later. So okay, we look at this Cillian. Okay, Cillian has a auto skill 4, 41% to pull off, and it actually trigger the Rage Trample, dealing 420% attack damage, cooldown of 6 seconds, then range reduction effect reduces by 3 points. So it's kind of range reduction effect reduces by 3 points. So kind of insane. So when this auto skill 4 is pulled off, 41% chance pull off this skill point, the rage skill. Okay, you have how to say, you only need 1 rage point to keep on using your rage, and you can trigger 420% attack damage. This is kind of insane also as well. This is very good. Okay, because like what I say, the ulti for the rage skills keep firing off will dish out more damage than it is. And for the bonefish, okay, the using of any rage skill for 100% chance to perform a dense water bomb launch and stun enemy for 4.6 seconds and deal 134 attack damage, cooldown for 10 seconds. So this is a 100% chance to pull off as well. So imagine today you pull off a rage skill. That means you pull off an ulti skill. You have a 100% chance, okay, to stun the enemy for 4.6 seconds. So for PvP, this is kind of an insane skill. So this is quite good, but it's only at 134% attack damage, but the 4.6 seconds is super long for you to dish out the enemy when the enemy is stunned and quiet. It's not effective on bosses, but it's super effective on small minions, clearing like all those type of maps that you have to go through. So this is the SSR pets. So let's skip into the UR pets. Okay, the UR pets, the top UR pets, I would say the first one will be the pufferfish, then followed by junior Cillian, the Cillian of the UR, the Cillian pet, and then followed by the Skull. Okay, because this Skull pet itself does have a, let me see. Okay, the Skull pet has a 860% on character damage. Okay, based on the character defense. So I'm saying the Skull would be number 3. Or correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel that this will be good as well because of the PvP is using for BPV, good stun. And this is bossing and team defense. Okay, very good to prolong the life of the team. At the end game, you're going to usually get a lot of damage from the boss. So this is very important. And then the last one will be the flying fish. So if today you have any chance to get your hands on, I will still like you guys to maybe, I prefer you guys like me, go for the banner on top. Get your pufferfish first because this is constant damage output and it's more consistent, which is super good. And then number 2 will be this, and then number 3 will be this. This is my own preference. If you have other preference, please put down in the comments and then give us your thoughts about it. So for the SSR pets, I'm going to go through super fast because it's not as good as UR pets. They are very little. You see, for example, this bear itself, when releasing any auto skill, it has a 50% chance to reframe from being knocked back for 1 second with a cooldown of 2 seconds. So at every one skill that you activate, there's a chance that you refrain yourself from knocking back. So it's kind of good, but it's not a damage dealer. I really emphasize I'm basing on damage output, okay, because this will put you in the rank of whatever it is in the game. So it's very important. And the second one, look at this. This is the junior cactus. So increase damage to those minions by the enemies by 24.5%. So it can increase damage to those small little mobs at 24.5%. So this is quite a good one. And then SSR Gobi. Okay, use any range skill, any rich skills. That means your ulti, when you pull off a ulti, you get 100% to increase your crit damage by 14.2% for 4 seconds and have a cooldown for 10 seconds. So for every 10 seconds, you're able to pull out a crit damage increase of 14.2 seconds. So this is 14.2%. So this is kind of crazy as well. So this is good. And then the junior Cillian. Okay, we have the ultra Cillian and this is the junior Cillian. So junior Cillian auto skill 3 has a 10% chance to increase defense effect to surrounding friends and 12% based on character defense, which lasts for 4 seconds and a cooldown of 9 seconds. So there's a 10% chance. That means every 10 ulti skill, hopefully you can pull off one. Every 10 auto skill, hopefully you can pull off 10%, and then you get a 12% defense for your friends. So this is not bad if you are against bossing and your friends need to survive longer. And then for this, the guard robot, okay, if you use auto skill number 1, you have 11% chance to add attack effect to surrounding friends of 4%, according to the character, which lasts for 10 seconds and has a cooldown of 6 seconds, increase attack power by 0.9%. So attack power, it depends on your individual character attack power. So 0.9%, if you have 100, you get about almost 1 attack power increase. If you have 1000, you have 10, and 10,000, you have 100. So I'm not sure how big gap it will be until endgame, but currently this is at least a constant good output damage increase by 0.9%. And for this sea sickle, okay, the seahorse, I'll call it, the sickle, the enemy healing effect is reduced by 17%. For now at 80 over level, my character, I haven't encountered any mob that has healing ability, so I'm not sure whether it's useful for now. I'll put it to last because it's not a attack pet. So here we have another one, increased resistance to poisoning and burning by 15%. Yeah, I do face bosses that has poisoning and burning for now. So it might be when you get more slots, you got no more ultra pets to put on, maybe you can put up all these to increase your defense. And this, the Bella Moa Auto Skill 2 has a 10% chance to summon fire from the sky, dealing 102% attack skill. Cooldown has a 9 seconds. So again, every 10 attack from the auto skill, hopefully there's one chance that you can pull off an additional 102% attack. And it has a cooldown of 9 seconds. So this one, Stubborn Defense, increase speed reduction and palsy by 15%. And the last one will be the Bat. Using Auto Skill 4, has a 10% chance to fire 3 ghost bullets that deal only 44% attack damage, as a cooldown of 9 seconds. So these are all the SSR. So to look at that, the SSR pets, number 1 will belong to the Cactus. Okay, because the Cactus dish out constant 24.5% to the minion. Okay, the little mobs. At the end game, the little mobs are even stronger. So with a 24.5% constant output damage, I think this is a good pet to have. So I currently don't have it. Hopefully I'll get it soon. Okay, and the second one will be the Flying Fish. Why? The Flying Fish has a rate skill for 100%. So it's a 100% activation and increase your crit damage by 14.2%. So either this or these will be good. The Flying Fish or the Cactus will be good if you are doing SSR pets. The third one will be this little snake. Okay, Bellamoa. Okay, increase 102%, but only have a 10% chance increase. And then this one increase your attack power by 0.9%. And this one only have a 44% attack from the bullet. Okay, this will increase the defense. Okay, and this as well will increase the defense at 50% to reduce knockback. So these are all for bossing in the end game. So when you have extra slot at levels to take 7 pets along, these might be the pets that you want to consider. And the Stump, these 3 are all on buff. Okay, increase the resistance of poisoning, increase the resistance of speed reduction and palsy, and also decrease the healing of the mobs by 17%. So for what I'm saying, I hope you guys will like this video. If you have different outlook at these pets, please put in the comments below, because this is the 3rd day of the game. I'm still kind of new, but I try to break down everything and emphasize and go through all the combats that I went through and see which is more effective for current level at 85, 86 level, which pet is better. So I hope this guide will help you guys. Remember to subscribe, okay, for more Maplestory R content, and also to leave a like so I can put up more content for you guys. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. See you on the next video, or see you on the live stream on Maplestory Mobile or Maplestory R. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.